Hi, class of UTA 2024. My name is Alexia Coltis. I am a fourth year interior architecture undergraduate student, and I'm also a 2017 Traditional Terry Scholar. I'm involved in the interior design and architecture organizations here on campus and the UTA Wesley organization. And today I'm just going to give you a little tour of what it would be like if your classes were on campus. I'm going to start from the east side of campus by the VANDERGRIFF dorms and College Park Center, and then I'll give you a tour of the architecture building. Alright, so this is College Park Center. This is where most of the sporting events will take place, and you can actually get in with your school ID, which is really cool. Across the street we have VANDERGRIFF Hall. I actually lived right there as a freshman. As a Terry Scholar, we all live in there. And then underneath VANDERGRIFF, you'll find some restaurants. I don't know how many of them are going to be open, but that's nice for sure to take a break from the Connection Cafe sometimes. All right, across the street we have Arlington Hall. All right, welcome to the middle of campus. On our right, there's going to be an entrance to the UC. That will take you to the auditorium where if you had orientation in person on campus, that's where it would take place. And then to the left, we have Pickard Hall, which is where your math classes would be. And let's go in this door. All right, so we're entering the UC. It's right there. This is going to be the Career Development Center. You can go to them for resume, critiques, or anything like that, and you can find their website online. On the right up here is going to be the big banquet halls. A lot of events end up taking place, especially if you're rushing a sorority or fraternity. That's where that'll be. Up here on the left is going to be the Follett Student Leadership Center, and that's where your leadership organizations will be, especially Flock. If y'all are in Flock this year, shout out to all my Flockers. This is the Connection Cafe. So this is where, as a freshman, you can use your meal swipes and you can eat pretty much all your meals here. It looks like they just redid it, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna keep walking. This is going to be the UTA housing office, so if y'all have any questions about your dorm room or on-campus apartments, this is where you would go. And then the basement of the UC is actually where a lot of student organizations live. So here's a list of the student organizations and the door you can go through. And here is the plaza, which is going to be where you can use your dining dollars and sometimes meal swipes after a certain time. And we have Subway, Chick-fil-A, Panda Express, Moe's, so a good variety of options. Here's just a place where you can sit. And upstairs, up those stairs, there's like a lounge where you can sit and do homework, whatever. We'll go this way and we're gonna hit a Starbucks and the post office. This is going to be the UC Starbucks. There's actually 3 Starbucks on campus, which is really nice. And this is the MAVERICK Express, so if you have problems with your student ID, that's where you go. All right, I'm back in that plaza area, and we're going to go down this hallway, and it'll take us to the post office. So on the left through these doors, we have what's called the market. And you'll find a lot of like pre-made foods there, which is really nice. They have a little restaurant. And then the post office where you can receive, send packages, and you can actually get a mailbox at one of those mailboxes. Okay, just to reflect a little bit on the UC, so that's where you'll go to use your dining dollars and meal swipes at the Connection Cafe and Plaza restaurants. You'll be able to get a mailbox at the post office, you can get Starbucks, you can go to the market and get a snack. All of your leadership organizations offices are going to be in the basement there. The Follett Student Leadership Center is going to be there. So if you're in any leadership organizations, that's where you'd go. And I think that's it. Okay, we're gonna go back into the main road of campus and I'll show you around. Outside of the UC, directly across the street, we're gonna have College Hall, and that's actually where the Honors College is. And if you're in the Honors College, they have a special library just for you and free printing. So those are definitely some good perks. Don't be scared to join the Honors College. It's not scary. You can do it. This is RANSOM Hall. This is where your advising sessions will be. Counseling services, CAPS is also located there. The McNair Scholars, Student Success, a lot of different programs will be in this building. Definitely good to check that out. All right, we're gonna continue walking west on campus all the way until we get to the architecture building. This building right next to RANSOM Hall is PRESTON Hall. You might have some classes in here. They just did some updates, so it's pretty nice now. And then across the street is WOOLF Hall. Looks like it's mostly engineering. You'll notice too that we have a lot of horses on campus. Keep an eye out if you're ever walking around. Each class who graduates gets a horse. Directly to our right is Science Hall. You can also get in from the other side. And it's also connected to this building right here. That might be, I had physics in that building, so you'll probably have something like that. This is the chemistry research building. And actually on the back of this building, in there, is the Planetarium. So on the back of this building, you'll find the planetarium. Coming up to these green spaces up here, this is called the Library Mall. And sometimes you'll see people slacklining or doing something fun in this space, but it's directly across from the library. And the library has a lot of good resources. They have quiet floors and louder floors. So depending on how you like to study, you can do whatever you want. They also have the Fab Lab there, which is where you can 3D print, laser cut, all that fun stuff. They're being kind of loud over there, so I'm not gonna go. But yeah, they've got lots of good stuff. Directly over there is gonna be University Hall. And that's where your history classes, English classes will most likely be. And then we're gonna walk around the library hall to this bridge up here, which will take us across to West Campus. I forgot to mention too, if you're a business major, it's gonna be right down that road right there. The business building's back there. And then there's this pretty fountain. Normally it has water. During homecoming week and stuff, the water actually is blue, which is super fun, but it's not on right now. And we're about to cross the street, so we're gonna be crossing Cooper Street, which is the main street on campus. This big building that you see across this bridge is the Fine Arts building. So if you're a fine arts major, that's probably where most of your classes are going to be. I just wanted to mention too that I'm walking a lot on campus and it's really hot outside, but y'all don't always have to walk on campus because we do have the MAV movers and the golf carts. So the MAV movers run all day and you can hop on at the different bus stops. There's an app for it. And then they also have golf carts, and that's for more later at night. So if you're walking alone and don't want to walk alone and feel a little bit unsafe, you can call the golf cart and they'll come take you to where you need to go. After my coffee break, we'll go through the Fine Arts building. This is the Fine Arts building, and up here on my right is where all the stages are going to be if you're a performing arts major. And then also for the architecture and interiors majors, there's a wood shop that's just for you, which is back there, and then turn right. They have a lot of awesome plays on campus too. I encourage y'all to come attend. So now we're stepping out into the architecture courtyard, which is definitely my favorite place on campus. It's more secluded and just surrounded by nature, but normally this fountain is going too, and it's really nice, but it's not on right now. This is the architecture courtyard. They have picnic tables to study and stuff. If you don't want to study inside or you just want some space, it's definitely a good option. All the tables, the picnic tables on campus, are going to have outlets, so you can use your laptop, which is nice. Got some sculptures, and then in the architecture building right here is another library that not a ton of people know about. It's usually not very crowded, but I'll tell y'all about it. So we're going under the architecture building right now, and I'm gonna turn right and see if I can get in. Woo. Look at this. Map up. Okay, so this is the Architecture and Fine Arts Library. I encourage y'all to come here if you want something a little bit quieter, not as chaotic as the normal library can be. It's normally really nice in there. They have some couches and stuff. Then we're gonna go, let's go on the bottom. Architecture actually has its own fab lab, which is really crazy. No one else on campus has that, and y'all are still welcome to use the one in the library, but there will be longer lines and stuff. So I would use the one in the architecture building. This door right here is gonna spit me back out. Kind of at the Fine Arts building, and that building right across there is the nursing clinic. So this is the Fab Lab. You can 3D print, laser cut, do photography, whatever. And then this is a computer lab in here where they have giant plotters. So if you need to print big posters for your project, that's gonna be where you wanna go. And this is a computer lab. I don't know what's happening in here, but you might have a computer class in there. And then we're gonna make our way upstairs, and I'm gonna show y'all the advising center. And if I can get into my studio, I'll show y'all what a studio will look like. Alright, so I'm now on the second floor of the architecture building. On my left right here is actually where the freshman studios take place now. I'll give you a sneak peek. I don't know what studio will be like for y'all. It might be different based on your professor, but that's where you'll probably be. There's the elevators to go up. This is like their nice conference center. And then this door will take you back out to the courtyard. And then up there is the advising center. Here is a gallery. Sorry, it's loud. Here's a gallery where y'all might pin up your work and do juries. You might do them your freshman year, you might wait till sophomore year. There's that freshman studio again, and then we're gonna head upstairs. There's a computer lab right at the top of those stairs that y'all are welcome to use. They have those big plotter printers. I think there's like 6 of them. So definitely take advantage of this computer lab just for architecture students. You can see all the desks are in the hallway because they're trying to spread them out in the studios. So yeah. This was my studio last year. This is the 3rd year interior design studio. All the desks are all spread out now. And we're gonna go to the 4th year. As an architecture and interiors major, pretty much all your classes are gonna be in this building. Maybe not your freshman year, but definitely as a junior and senior, all my classes, I really don't leave this side of campus. And this is the 4th year interior studio. Okay, so that's pretty much the whole architecture building. I'm gonna make my way back down, and then I'm gonna go outside to the rest of West Campus and show you all around. I think that's it. I'll see you down there. So we're back out of the architecture building. This is the 1st floor where I came out. There's that fountain. And then I'm gonna go this way and turn right. Actually, if we look left, there's a new building going on, like this huge construction. There was a dorm called Lipscomb. No, called Trinity Hall, sorry, that was there. And they just tore it down and they're building a new building. So we're gonna walk this way. And right across the street, so if you're an architecture major, this is super nice. The Maverick Activity Center is right there, and they have pretty much everything you could ever dream of, and they are open this semester. So they have workout equipment, they have a rock climbing wall, they have an Olympic-sized swimming pool, racquetball, basketball, volleyball, video games, and then sometimes you'll have classes in there. There are lecture halls and stuff, so that's fun. And then if you look right, this is the architecture annex, and sometimes people have classes in there. Last semester it was a graduate studio, but they just put desks in there, so I don't know what's happening. And then up here, we're gonna go up here and cross the street, and the Commons is up here, which is the newest kind of like student center. So there's gonna be another Starbucks in there and another place to eat, and then just like a studying area. If y'all ever get lost, they have directories all over campus. And also you can pull up an on-campus map, and it's like interactive, so you can see where you are and then what the buildings are all called. I definitely use that a lot freshman year, and I encourage y'all to if you are lost. But literally everyone is super friendly, so if you ask anyone for directions, don't feel dumb or weird. Everyone's very nice and they'll help you. So this is the Commons, and then back there is the newest dorm. In a little green area. We're gonna go back around. And this parking lot straight ahead is a faculty parking lot, or I guess if you have like a special student pass, you can park there now. And a good thing to note that after 5 p.m., unless the sign says differently, you can park in faculty spots, which is super nice for interiors and architecture majors because we're usually there pretty late. So if you come late, you can park closer. And then this is the newest and biggest parking garage on campus. And this is, as an architecture major, this is normally where I park. It's pretty easy. Normally I can find parking even if it's on the 4th floor. They have an elevator. And then what I didn't show y'all was the engineering side of campus, which is straight to my right, and social work is gonna be across the street. I know that was a really long tour, but hopefully it helps a little bit. Definitely check out the on-campus map on the website, and let me know if you have any questions. My Instagram is @AlexiaColtis with a K. Again, definitely feel free to reach out to other people if you're nervous or scared or need directions. Don't worry about that, you'll be fine. I can't wait for y'all to start school. It's going to be really fun. Make sure that you get involved in different student organizations. This is the perfect time, especially to connect with the community. Not being on campus, it'll make a big difference for how your college experience could be. I think that's it. Bye.
We do know that most of you will be taking online classes from the comfort of your own home. So we wanted to show you how to view your class materials in Canvas. I will show you two easiest ways to get there. First is to type in the link uta.instructure.com and click enter. Second is to Google UT Canvas and open the first populated result. Either way you do it, you will be redirected to this login page. Choose UTA Login and proceed with typing in your MyMav email address and password. And now you're in Canvas. This dashboard shows all active classes for the current semester. Is it time for a helpful Canvas tip check? Check out the Calendar tab and switch mode to Agenda. Now, it doesn't look like much currently, but I promise it's a life changer. It organizes your tasks day by day, and it's much easier to navigate than the default setting. If you need some more detailed tutorials, we've got you covered. Go ahead and use this link to get more information.